everyone. I just felt that it would be nice to make a part two for my previous video when we talk about when you do beautiful things, thoughtful gestures, you definitely gain friends. You don't even realize that, but you gain people in your woman's environment that observe you, notice you, and they will be on your side when she and you have a conflict. Trust me on that one. You uh, gain their respect and even I would say admiration. Of course, I just received the message from my longtime subscriber and a tech support friend, and he said, well, let's make Ricky famous. So I'm gonna say Ricky. Hey Ricky, if you're watching me. And he said, well, I did all of this for one of the ladies and she still didn't act right. Generosity and gestures does not fix things, does not fix people. So please don't think that if you do something it will fix somebody. It's not fixable. If somebody is not right and confusing, they will keep being confusing. So you can't really fix or heal people with this. Nevertheless, the right when you do things, um when you show up as a man, you have to understand that especially in Slavic culture, masculinity is highly appreciated. Hello my dear friends. Hello Aaron, good to see you on your lunch break. Hello. Hello Jeanette. Hello everyone who's in the chat. So what what was I saying now, y'all? I forgot what I was saying. um you will gain you will gain respect and admiration from the right person, but you cannot, you cannot fix crazy. So please don't hold me accountable for some other people's actions. But women do observe these things, and they want to feel confident with you when you are socializing. They want to be confident and proud of you. That goes without saying. Oh, yes. So in Russian and Ukrainian culture, especially in Slavic culture, masculinity is celebrated still. Still. About American, I think in American culture, masculinity is celebrated between certain groups of people, right? I know that people who watching this channel and some other channels, they are have a huge appreciation for masculine men and they want to be with one, if that's ladies. And masculine men who watching my channel, strong men, truly strong, mentally, spiritually and physically, they do not want to be with another man. They want to be with somebody who is uh feminine and nurturing and so on and so forth. So when you take care of things, you make your woman feel even more feminine. When you take care of her surrounding, of people who matter to her, you show her that you are thoughtful, truly caring, and you just take things on the next level. And in terms of social approval, you get it, and it doesn't even look like you're trying. You just, if you naturally, you see, in Russian and Ukrainian culture, if the man, if my girlfriend's husband does something for me, that makes you feel good, that she can be proud. In American culture, I think that could be strange sometimes. Or why would I do that? But from feminine perspective, that is like, okay, uh your man is not here, I have my man here, so I'll let him handle things. I let him take care of the dinner, or take care of the Uber, or take care of other things we are doing. So it's not, I've received flowers when I was in Ukraine from many men who I was not dating, but they just felt like it. It's not considered, sexual harassment. It's considered being a man and being inspired by beauty. So, coming back to the main point of this video. So, I made my first video. You can watch it as part one. This is part two. Let's talk a little bit about social approval in Eastern European culture, social approval in maybe even cultures like Middle Eastern or India. What do you think the level, what social approval for a man means over there, where it's pretty much traditional society? Man's approval means everything. I feel in United States, as far as I'm observing, things depend on the environment, of course, and on the family. Yes, ladies' friends would be very surprised and impressed if her man naturally shows thoughtful gestures. But in and then also it depends. But in Slavic culture, Ukrainian, Russian, Eastern European, just so you know, social approval is everything. To the point, if her friends, her surrounding, of course, her mother, but also her friends, her surrounding, her family, does not really approve you, your chances of being with her are pretty slim. I'm gonna say this again. If her surrounding does not approve you, if you did not win their heart, or if they're concerned about you, your chances being with her are slim to none. Especially if she's younger. Especially if it's a first marriage. Because in our cultures, in traditional culture in general, parents and children do not stop communicating at 18. They not necessarily move out to another place. So their influence is very heavy. Also, our parents lived in a more classic society, right? Men were men and women were women. Oh, Lord, I was born in the wrong time. Oh, so our parents lived in a classic society, in a more traditional society. They were not living like this, where, one morning you're a girl, another morning you're a boy, then you're not sure. Then you sit between the chairs. So they look at protection, even protection and thoughtfulness and man's leadership and generosity even more seriously, because they grew up in a time when men, our parents and grandparents grew up in a time when men were definitely men and women were definitely women. There were gender roles. So if you are dating somebody, even if you are in US but you dating internationally, or you're dating a traditional woman, but especially if you're in Eastern Europe, especially if you are, in Russia, Ukraine, or any other Slavic countries, you have to understand, if she's close to her mom and she's young, she never been married before, once again, your chances, and her close friends, her sisters and brothers, your chances of being with her are slim to none, because if your mother, friends, family do not approve you, that will put a huge doubt in her mind. And I saw that happening with parents when they look at the traditions, the ways they grew up, and the way men are now. And I'm just gonna say this example. When you show up for the first visit to your mom's house and your close friends gathering, and you show up empty-handed, is that even if you have millions in the bank and you are about to provide her best lifestyle ever, if you are not generous as a man, if you don't assert your dominance by taking care of everything, and basically showing your generosity, showing your not exactly hospitality, but showing your appreciation, they will think that she will get a short end of the stick, and they will say, you sure you want to be with this man? He doesn't even know manners. He show up for the first meeting empty-handed, or he doesn't know how to, you know what's sad to me, but most men in the United States do not know how to handle the restaurant bill. Most, not most, okay, maybe many men do not know how to handle restaurant bill. When you, especially, it doesn't matter if it's two of you or it's four of you or six of you, if you're the one inviting. Let me see if I have any fresh receipts. I happen to have a fresh receipt. If you're the one inviting, you do not sit there and like, hmm, huh, wow, I forgot my glasses. Could you tell me how much is this? Oh, okay, I see it. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess. Hmm. However, we have this phrase in Russian. It's called "однако." It's kind of like "однако" or "however." So there is elegance to things and manners, and not only you don't ever let your lady read the bill, okay? Because you may forgot your glasses, but it's extremely embarrassing. It's almost like you make you know how much it cost and how much she cost you. If your mother is around at that moment, or your friends, they'll be pretty much like, well, I'm not gonna go out with this guy again. And especially if you have any doubts picking up that bill. So one of the things that you could do if you forgot your glasses or you're not sure if you have the right card, you excuse yourself and you go and you solve it with the manager or the waitress. You just take care of it, like when you want to surprise somebody or do something, you don't talk about it, you don't show bills into some into people's faces. You just take care of elegantly, as if you've never done it, just almost like you do it under the table. It's a skill. It's a skill. And I have to say, a lot of men do not know how to do that. But it's more than this. When it comes to social approval, it's more than this. Your woman's friends, family, your sister, your mother, they want to know that they are giving their daughter, especially if you're a foreigner, they want to know that they're giving their daughter to somebody who can actually take care of her, who she will be protected. Just because they think or you show that you have money, it doesn't mean that you will take good care of her, right? It doesn't mean that you are thoughtful. Some of the people that have the most money are the most opportunities are the most petty. So it's the general feeling of feeling secure and taken care of. And it's not only the financial part, it's a part of communication, it's a part of how you relate to people. Do you let them talk? Do you try to connect with them? Or you connect with your friends and close people when they're there, and then if she leaves the room, you get back to your phone. I'm gonna say this again. Are you the kind of personality that instead of being genuinely curious about who are these people that surround your woman, you, in the first opportunity, you hop in on your phone? If she left the room and she's not there, you are shy, or honestly you're just disinterested, and you just you bury yourself in the phone and you're like, yeah, that's very exciting. I've seen that happen too. Remember that in traditional culture, you don't just marry a woman, you marry her entire family. I mean, at least your immediate family. You marry into the family. Yeah. Too bad Meghan Markle didn't realize that. She probably forgot to Google it. Like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I wonder if they have any rules. I'll Google this later. But Google or not, you are marrying into family, into particular tradition, and so on and so forth. Once again, I've been to Middle East. I've been to definitely, Slavic. I grew up in the Slavic culture. In the Middle East and Slavic countries, connections are everything. I would say that connections are even more important than money, because you can have money, but if you didn't impress people, if you did not, I would even say connect, if you didn't connect with people, if you didn't make them feel relaxed, if you didn't feel open for communication and friendship, you will not be taken, they will not feel that you can be part of them. If anybody here is from Middle East as well, I feel that Middle East is very similar. It's all about who you know and what relationship you have with them. Even if we're talking not just family, but even business. American networking is not connecting. It's not, it's kind of goes deeper. It goes on emotional and mental level, and you have little like inside jokes. So it's not just connecting on the outer side. Hi, hello, how is your day? That is really taking time and connecting. So don't think that providing and leading is Veronica says you just need to open your wallet. No, you open your wallet as your as it's a part of it. It could be somewhat of a confirmation that you really follow your words, but it's only part of it. It's only part of it, because people want to be heard, recognized. They want to know who you are. It's especially if you're about to, if somebody about to move over the ocean to be with you, they want to know who you are. They want to understand you. They want to welcome you to their tribe. So I feel that in the United States there are some rules, and it's more of individualistic culture, where Eastern Europe is more collective. So if in United States, I would say social approval means also, it can mean quite a bit as well, but people would still do it. Girls would still leave the house and not call their mom, and still would get together with who they want. In Ukraine and Russia, the ties between mother and parents, between mother and daughter, is a little bit, it's tighter, it's closer. In many families it is. So if you are not showing up authentically, if you're trying to be somebody, if your generosity does not come from the heart, if you're not trying to get to know people, if you just pretending, you're never gonna win. You actually have to connect. You actually have to show your vulnerabilities. You have to show you're providing, and providing, once again, it's not only material things. It's part of it, it's a big part of it, but providing is also protection and leadership and making everybody feel comfortable. It's even, when you sit at the table and you need to bring some she forgot something at the store, and or some, you take initiative, you take care of things as if you knew them your entire life. This is just part of our culture, and I'm sharing with you just so you understand that. And women always fall for, not fall, but our heart always melts, but men who take decisions, we don't want you to ask. We sometimes feel uncomfortable to ask, but when you take a decision, or when you offer a solution and it comes from your heart, and it just, or you don't even announce it, but you just do it. Like I told you, very simple example, was when somebody just paid for your coffee you didn't even know. Guess what? When you establish those connections with people, and once again something goes south, or things a little difficult because the relationship's taking those dives, and sometimes it's a deep dive, her surroundings, her friends, her family, her circle would be on your side, and guess what they're gonna tell her? You will never find another one like this one. You better work it out. This is also Slavic mentality. You better work it out. You will never find one like this. And if it is true, that will give you a second thought that, you know what, everybody loves him. Yes, we have our crises, but maybe we should work it out. So it's always in your interest to be genuine and real, and not hold back on your authenticity. A lot of people holding back on being authentic because they think that they will show up as a nice person, nice guy, but that would hides you from people, because when you trying to be a nice quote unquote guy, it's when you step away from how you really feel. So don't be like that. Do you, be you. Just remember that we appreciate your initiative, and it's always an incredible surprise when you took initiative and you did something and it's already done. It's not even needed to be discussed. When somebody is sick, I'm gonna give you a simple example. When somebody is sick and they say, well, if you need something, let me know. So instead of saying, if you need something, let me know, you can think about what she actually may need. Oh, she probably need, maybe I can order, if you're in the United States, I can order her a hot meal and send it to her. Maybe I can send her some, maybe I can send her something refreshing, something inspiring. Maybe she needs some financial help because you know that this person cannot afford, for example, go to the doctor. It's very trivial, but instead of saying, well, let me know what you might need, let me just tell you, you always know what the person needs. They need either attention and your time, or they need financial support that they will never ask you for, or they need to some kind of service. So before you ask this deadly question, can I help you with something, or let me know if you need something, that is one of the things that is just, it means nothing to us. I understand that a lot of people mean it, but you can go a step further and say, and just do something. She can open the door and have hot dinner delivered, or she can open her account and say, oh my gosh, my doctor's appointment is paid, I can go and see my doctor, or whatever it is. You can take it further without asking her, but showing that you know what's needed and you can figure it out. You can send her on a surprise vacation, if she's having a hard time, anything. Sometimes it's not material, sometimes it's about showing up and showing some kind of service. It really depends, but we love the leadership. And leadership, when people see that around, when your close surroundings see it, you definitely get social approval. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Thanks, Bill, for the super chat. Do you think that social trends like gentlemanly manners go in generational cycles? I wish. I think that would be great if it would go in cycles. I feel that in this society we praise very shallow communication style, but I also believe that manners can be taught in the family. I believe that family could, regardless what era you living in, your family, your surroundings, and you yourself can learn gentlemen like manners, and it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing, right? It makes me upset sometimes when I see how shallow things had become for many people, but I still remember that I make my own rules, and I accept certain things I don't. And I think both young ladies and gentlemen need that education, and I wish we would have that in school. I really do. I think we're about to have some kind of thunder, so I'm not gonna stay for very long, guys. I have another appointment. Hello, Kristen. Kristen is saying so true. Best to be authentic. Trying to one up never really works. No, it doesn't, because you get so tired of trying to be somebody else. I'm making this video, guys, just to share with you, just to share ideas with you, and maybe inspire you. Maybe you will disagree and say, "Oh, this is all wrong." You have to watch for yourself to not be taken advantage of. But I think that it is really important to execute things and learn new things during your lifetime, and when you step up your game, by your game I don't mean actual game, but I mean when you step up your standards, a lot of things, sorry, my battery, a lot of things will change around you. Once again, guys, to wrap it up, um social approval is huge factor in Russian, Ukrainian, Slavic cultures. But I would say social approval is important factor everywhere where uh, gender roles are present still. And when people have close relationships, they want, guys, it's also inspiring, because when one girl sees that her girlfriend is with this amazing man that is such a gentleman, she has hopes that she will have one like that as well. She has hope. And miserable women always are with miserable women. They unite together and talk how bad men are. And so that's why I am not friends. I don't have a single miserable friend. I don't need that in my life, because I'm heterosexual and I love men, especially some. Especially some. So people are always finding groups that they are comfortable in. And once again, if when you have some things going on, your entire surrounding is gonna tell your entire surrounding, if things are kind of rocky between both, you're gonna tell her, oh, you better work this out, you will never find a guy like this. Because they've seen you in action, uh, because they saw how you take care not only of her, but if you are the only man, or in that group, you've been take care of the whole group. They feel protected, they feel comfortable, they feel that they can relax. We can't really be feminine unless fully feminine, unless there is a lot of strong masculine energy around us. So I just want to share this with you guys. I have another topic for the upcoming days that is not as uplifting, but I think we could learn something about that too. Very controversial topic. I just need to get a little bit more rest and strength. And I hope I'm be having a good Wi-Fi as well, so I can do that. As I'm managing a lot of things, but I truly enjoy coming and connecting with you. Yes, Kristen, it really helps to watch only positive, inspiring videos. Yes. Hey, Lino. Lino says, yeah, applause for Veronica. Thanks, Lino. Good to see you, my friend. How's life in Orlando? You better send me a messenger, uh, and you better send me a message how things are going for you. And thank you. Albert, I'm gonna read your messages when you will become adequate. Before you become adequate, you are on the verge of being blocked. So uh, keep that in mind. Lena, what are you talking about? You better send me a message. I hope things are working out for you. I was actually planning to be not too far from you, but I'm not sure how things are going to unfold right now. But anyhow, I don't want to discuss too much personal stuff. For everybody who knows my messenger, who wants to share what's going on, welcome. Lino, I'm waiting to hear from you. Hello, John. Hello, everyone. So, my dear friends, just remember that when you are connecting with one person, you really connecting with their entire environment, with their family, and how you make them feel, how they feel around you is really, really important. They may choose another guy, maybe not as financially successful than you are, if he is more if he's friendly, if he's more caring than you, if he's a better protector than you, um they may choose him. Because in American culture, a lot of times it's all about money and getting more and more and more. And sometimes, and I have no problem with being successful financially, but sometimes I feel that in an environment, in group of friends, there are more things to talk about. There are time to connect souls and hearts and enjoy it. So make sure that you remember that there is time and place for everything. Don't turn conversations with friends and family, with your friends and family, into business. Try to get to know them. Don't pretend that you're interested, but be interested. Oh, thank you so much, Bill, for the my links and so forth. And also I want to say, Lance, thank you so much for thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also Jeremy and I think Matthew. Thank you so very much for the Cash Apps and warm wishes. And everybody else, guys, thank you so much. It's a new thing. I'm learning. I'm learning more how to create more options, but taking it slow, guys. Not sure when my next live is going to be, but when I have a first opportunity, I will be connecting with you again. I have a very controversial topic. If you want, I can announce a little bit. We're going to talk about faithfulness and more of, I'm inspired by Derek Jackson. It goes all over the internet right now, but I want to share perspective of a traditional woman and with my background, would my thoughts on Derek Jackson situation. Some of you don't know who it is, but some of you do. I think I would like to make it relatable and what can we learn from his situation without judging somebody, but what can we learn to not be in a situation like that. So just a little announcement, that's probably going to be my next video. It was quite fascinating to me, but not surprising though. And there is always something you can learn. There, instead of like dragging somebody and mocking, you obviously see contradictions and things like that. But question is, it's not about the other people. The question is what you can learn from, what can be your takeout from somebody else's drama, and why the drama is pretty much natural and predictable. So thank you, Kristen. Yes, I really want to talk about it because it's a very deep topic, and it's not just about Derek Jackson. He's just inspired to do it now. But anyway, I wish you a wonderful day, my dear friends, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for cash apps and super chats, kind words. And remember, we gotta do the most of our days, even if we go through something hard. We gotta light up the days of our days and days of others. Thank you. Thank you, guys.